Tell me. I I I doubt it is. um, what's this? Yeah, do it in house. Who keeps leaving their mic open so I can hear myself? I think it's Kegel. I think it's Kegel. Alright, I'm gonna let my dog out. You guys get all squared away. Someone check the stream to make sure it can hear everything. Mostly because I'm retarded and don't think I set everything up right. Come on, Marty. Let's go outside. Oh, that looks good. Like, I don't know if it's picking up what people are saying in TeamSpeak. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go, go. Here. See? Door's closed. No, I'm using... I'm on my wireless headset, and I have TeamSpeak going to my headset, but nothing else. Come on! Do it, Bear Hug. Do it. Getting treats for the pup. What? Marty, you want treats? Off. So wait, do you not hear anybody else talking in TeamSpeak? You just hear me talking? Okay. I think I can fix that. Do you mean Blaze? Yeah, he's working really hard to do it. Yeah, he deserves it. He worked his ass off. Alright, I know there are two people in here who are not in this in-house. I'm looking at you, Vendetta, and I'm looking at Bane. Jump in the in-house, man. Yep. Playback. Speakers. Can you guys still hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay, good. I think I fixed it, so you should hear people talking on stream.
Fallen, why aren't you drunk Super Bowl Sunday?
Huh?
Why aren't you drunk?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can hear people on stream now.
I know it's
Super Bowl Sunday.
I know it's Super Bowl Sunday, and I love football. I just don't give a shit about fucking Ravens or fucking
User
San
joined your
Francisco.
channel.
No, the
Say you would
49ers,
be like
man.
that.
The 49ers. They're gonna do it.
No, I could give a shit. The West Coast is the worst coast. The West Coast is not the best coast.
West Coast is the worst. Go
Sad. like,
But is the
I have
second
I have a
best
bunch of
coast, I
friends
guess?
from the West Coast, and they're always like, "Yo, bro, West Coast is the best coast." I'm like, "No, the West Coast is all right. It's like it's not great."
Yeah, let's go.
It
Let's
barely
go.
even passes to the coast.
Yeah, let's hop into fucking chat now. So.
User left your
Let's go.
channel.
Are you gonna random it at
User
all?
left your channel. User left your channel.
Doesn't sound like it.
User left your channel.
These teams look interesting. Actually, these teams look fairly balanced.
Oh, you motherfucker.
User was moved out of your channel.
I'm gonna jump out of here.
Yeah, these teams don't really strike me as
User left your channel.
Well,
the most balanced.
Wait, did we not
I
balance?
think they didn't shuffle. That's all right. We got this.
I think your team's better.
I don't know. We got Bear Hug, Mojo, and Farva.
How are we
It's pretty.
moving this?
Is hero mode Farva?
Yeah, hero mode's
He's
Farva.
really bad. You'll be fine.
User left your channel.
No, he's just really aggressive. He's
Yeah,
not
he
really
gets out. He
bad.
gets himself out of position a lot. Is what I mean.
Yes. Yes, exactly it.
Well, good luck.
Channel switched.
I am going to be here. Oh man, and we're in
User
another
joined
Dota
your
Noobs
channel.
game. I should change stuff on Twitch, but I'm lazy. I will
User
do it
joined
though.
your channel.
Dashboard. Doobs. Dashboard. Inhouses. Doobs. Dashboard. These teams. Inhouses. Doobs. Dashboard. These teams. Inhouses. Doobs. I think I spelled Inhouses wrong. Nope. Apparently not. Apparently I'm just slow. Okay, Meepo ban. That's a good ban. Everybody knows this. Who doesn't like to see a good Meepo ban? I don't see Shane on the other team, though. We are professional. Man, these creeps can roll tag is so awesome. Fucking Alvarez, man. What was that noise? Who made a noise? I don't know who made that noise. It was weird, though. Oh, man. There are no interesting bans except for that Meepo, and I think it was just a silly ban. And now we're going to sit and wait through another Captain's Mode draft. And as someone pointed out, it is Super Bowl Sunday, and I am not drunk. It is because I feel very under the weather. I have a headache. I'm very sleepy. But I do have a stew going. I think it's a stew. I don't really know. It's a bunch of meat in a crock pot. That's why Meepo was banned, to force them to ban out 2 other heroes, letting the Magnus slip through. I let out a quick yawn. Oh man, I guess I could have muted my mic for that. I just don't care that much. Also, Vendetta, I'm sure you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm casting the game on the Dota Noob stream, so if you hear me just saying stuff, that's what I'm doing. Also, you are new, so welcome. Welcome to Dota Noobs.
Thank you.
We are a mean group of people who likes to yell at each other and rage all the time. If you haven't been able to tell yet. We don't play casual Dota. We are very fierce and I can't even get it out. Can't even get it out. Oh, man. Yes. Yes, you can watch my stream, Tenkin. But since you are only watching the stream, I am going to call out everything you write to me in chat. I am also going to critique everything that's done based on how I think you would have done it, better or worse. Just letting you know that for people who don't know who Tenkin is, Tenkin 13, he is a Dota noob. Pretty good player. He is on my league team. He did not want to cast, he just wanted to watch. Kind of. So every time he types something to me, I am going to write it for you. Or I'm going to say it for you, just so everyone knows what he's saying. So, we got Magnus, Bounty Hunter, Phantom Lancer. This is going to hurt a lot. Phantom Lancer seems to be one of the big picks of the past month and a half. Before that, he was barely ever picked up. That As You Gain was a huge boost to him and his illusions. It allows the Phantom Lancer to get some really decent items on the principal hero, or just go straight agility and have his illusions hurt like crazy. But now they got to ban out some big heroes like Sven and anybody who gets cleave, because they will just tear through Phantom Lancer. Looking at the Radiance team, we have Nyx Assassin, Rubik, Sand King. All decent picks. Mojo, I know is a fan of Sand King, so I'm sure he's upset that got out. So far, the Rubik pickup he's just going to be looking to steal that reverse polarity from Magnus. If he can steal that, combine it with a Sand King ulti, that's a dead team right there. Nyx Assassin is just going to be annoying. Unfortunately, they do have a Bounty Hunter on the opposing team. Bounty Hunter's track, of course, going to ruin Vendetta for the Nyx Assassin. Right now, it looks like they're going to be tri-laning with either Rubik and Nyx or Sand King and Nyx. I don't see them putting Nyx as the solo this game. Granted, they do not have a carry picked yet, so we are professional. The Dire are just going to ban out, as I mentioned, all heroes that have a cleave to them or a multi-hit, like Luna, Sven. I could see a anti-mage ban coming out as well, just because of that mana burn, and the Battle Fury is going to hurt a lot. But we will see. These creeps can roll are thinking about who to ban. They have to ban support heroes that can support Phantom Lancer. There are a lot that Phantom Lancer couples up well with. With the Coddle already banned out by the Dire. A bit of a strange ban since Coddle and PL sync up so well. They just are in need of supports. They're in need of dedicated stuns, which they do not have any of yet. And the Radiant have 3. Of course, the mana burn on Nyx is going to be... Kunkka's an interesting ban. But again, he is a great counter to Phantom Lancer because of his Tidebringer from a very early level. And his boat is just devastating when it hits. It hurts a lot. People really take that for granted. Let's see what the final ban from these creeps can roll is. Disruptor. Don't know that I agree with their bans. They only banned out 1 stun from the Jakiro. I think some better bans would have been... Well, we'll see. You know, you can't really say anything yet. We'll see. It's gonna... Okay. Shadow Demon is great. Great pickup. As I mentioned, Shadow Demon's great. It means that the Radiant cannot get the Shadow Demon, the disruption on the Phantom Lancer, and allow for more Phantom Lancer illusions to pop up. And the other great thing is disrupting the Phantom Lancer gives him 2 extra illusions. It's basically a free Manta every 30 seconds. Or I believe that's the cooldown of disruption. I could be wrong. 16 seconds at level 4. Sorry, my dog wanted to play. But it's not playtime, buddy. We just played a bunch. And I gave you treats. I know. Okay, these creeps were definitely looking to pick up that Shadow Demon. They're not sure who to go with right now. They need a carry. I think in this situation, an Anti-Mage is a good pick. So Windrunner is... They have a lot of good off and mid laners, but... None of them are great, but they do have good ones. I'm really curious as to who their carry is going to be. And Alina. Well, that's a strong tri-lane. It's going to be a Magnus mid, a Bounty Hunter in the off lane with a Phantom Lancer, Shadow Demon, and Alina. great team comp coming out of We Are Professional. The Disruption is going to set up the Lena stun, coupled with the Phantom Lancer, and there's the Anti-Mage, as I guessed. They're going to have a lot of burst damage in that lane, especially once they hit level 2 and Shadow Demon gets that Soul Catcher. Plus 20% bonus damage is fantastic when you're going for a quick first blood. But I think the Disruption is going to be a lot more useful, so they're going to probably wait until level 2 when Lena gets that Light Strike Array and that Dragon Slave up. Curious to see what the build Bear Hug goes on Phantom Lancer. Personally, I'm in favor of maxing Spirit Lance, getting 1 level in Doppelwalk, and just getting stats until that Spirit Lance is maxed to give some survivability and some extra mana. But I've seen a lot of people go Spirit Lance, always max Spirit Lance, and then go a couple in Doppelwalk, maybe 1 or 2 in Juxtapose. Like I said, personally, I like to wait. I usually skip my ulti. I don't think it's really worth it. But that's just me. We've got Maris on the Magnus. Alright, and let's go over the heroes again. We got Kugel on the Sand King, Bane on the Rubik, one of Bane's favorite heroes. We have Orpheus on the Nyx, Sexy Steve on the Anti-Mage. Looks like he has a couple of items. I think he has... Yes, I'm a big fan of these glaives. The Anti-Mage sets coming out are looking pretty good. Salian on the Windrunner. For the Dire, we have Mojo on the Bounty Hunter. Nothing too surprising here. Got a decent set here. Got Llama on Lena, Bear Hug on Phantom Lancer, Maris on Magnus, and Hero Mode on the Shadow Demon. Kind of a boring courier. Boring couriers from both teams. I am disappointed. Mojo is going to block the camp. It's a great place for reward. It's going to block only this camp. Had he placed it at the Magic Bush, of course, it would have blocked everything. But I think that's where the Radiant would expect it, so putting it there is actually relatively smart. Also, you really have to be good about your sentry placement here, or else you're going to block this camp with your sentry. We got a bit of an engagement up top. Hero mode's going to go down. And we're going to see a dead Nyx here in a second as well. No. Wonderful shackle from Salian. That's going to save his life. Wasn't throwing out the shockwaves, though. That 75 damage would have been great. Sorry I missed the first blood. Wasn't really paying attention. Wasn't expecting that engagement. I do think the Dire has the better level 1. So who ended up with the first blood? Looks like Bane died first. Oh no, it was hero mode. I was right. So Bane getting a big advantage mid by getting that first blood. It's going to put him very close to his bottle. With a they're going to send Nyx mid, so Bane's going to be in a tri lane. Bane's going to have a lot of regen. This isn't a great idea. Hero mode's very out of position, and I'm sure we're about to see him die, or at least take a lot of damage that he should not be taking. That disruption was wasted, very out of position. He should not be standing over here by himself. He definitely should not be walking back over by himself. Llama should be roaming with him if he's going to be over there. He's already had to burn through tangos and his salve. Just mistakes all around. Let's see. We got Nyx versus Magnus mid. This is actually a pretty good lane for a Nyx assassin and a Magnus, both melee. Nyx just has to be a little bit careful with his mana. He's going for Spike Carapace first, which is great, and if he times it right, he'll reflect all the damage done by Shockwave, which is, of course, the first thing that Magnus is like to max. He's not going to use his Carapace there. He should be spamming it whenever he sees that Shockwave go out. We've got a ping up top. They're asking him to pull this camp right there. If you eat through this tree and this tree and this tree, you can easily pull this camp to the side. It's really annoying. Hero mode, once again, out of position. Sand King's not going to go on it. He's still level 1. Going to get some harassment from the Shadow Demon. Going to take a lot more back, though. I don't think Hero Mode can kill him. Again, just wasting mana, wasting that disruption. It has such a long cooldown at level 1. He should not be looking to engage these. He should just be looking to walk away. Let's see the farm really quick. 5 for 1 on the Anti-Mage. He does have 1 death, 1 assist. And the Phantom Lancer does have 7 up. Okay, now we have an engagement on Bane. This is going to be a dead Rubik. That was a great play right there. Going for the side pull, as I mentioned, got caught out and died because of it. Every kill going to the Phantom Lancer is going to be huge. Phantom Lancer going for a quick Soul Ring, which he's going to get, and now he's going to spam that Spirit Lance out like crazy. Huge harassment for the Anti-Mage. So the reason I was saying it was bad plays before with the Shadow Demon using his disruption is level 1 spells generally aren't that great. You see this a lot with new players spamming out level 1 abilities. It just wastes mana. Your auto attacks are generally as strong, if not stronger. Spirit Lance, being an exception, it does do 100 damage at level 1, which is great. But Light Strike Away does 90 damage. It's basically 2 hits, and it has a 0.5 second cast delay. They do want to go on Llama here. With hero mode back there, I think she should be fine. A good disruption. We might see... no! Missed the stun on the Anti-Mage. Had she hit the Anti-Mage, he would have gone down. Soul Catcher went out on the... And there's going to be a kill on the Sand King. Now they can sit here and fight this. So there are 2 kills on this offensive tri-lane from the Radiant. This is about the time where they should decide, hey, this isn't working. We should get out of here. Because Mojo, the bounty hunters who normally don't get a ton of farm in the offlane, there's 11 for 1 against a 4 for 0 Windrunner. This is not looking good for the Radiant right now. Let's check out mid. Got Maris with a haste rune. Nyx being forced back to base. Oof, it's not good. Haste rune on Magnus, not level 6 yet, but they just did get a kill on the Anti-Mage. Again, this is the time when they should just abandon this tri-lane, go bot, rotate. They just need to do it. A bit of a misplay, but still they're going to get the kill, no problem. He's going to skewer him back. This is probably going to be a kill on the Sand King. Still have the haste rune on the Magnus. They can just hit him in here. There's the Shockwave, and here comes the Lena Stun. That's a dead Shadow Demon. Right now, everyone should rotate. The Windrunner should go top, and this is what they're doing. They're rotating out. We have TP's bot. Just not working top. Fed a lot of kills up there. That Phantom Lancer is going to get bigger faster, especially since the 7.5 patch when assist gold is a lot more than it used to be. We have 12 last hits, 2 kills, and 3 assists on it, and no deaths in the first 5 minutes of the game on this Phantom Lancer. Curious to see what Bear Hug's going to go, if he's going to build a Radiance or if he's going to go Diffusal Heart. We'll see. We're having Bane stay top. Not a decision I agree with. Rubik really doesn't have any escapes. It's very squishy. If he comes up again, that's an easy kill. Especially as underfarmed and underleveled as he is. You have to look, this tri-lane has more levels than the other tri-lane. Hero mode a bit early on his attacks. Dragon Slave might pick him off. There it is. Lena is one of my absolute favorite heroes to play. Low health, but very high reward if you can land all of your stuff. Let's look how bottom's going. Not going well for Sexy Steve. I think he's looking for that Ring of Health so he can stay in lane against Mojo. The problem is that he's soloing this. Bounty Hunter will win this solo between Shadowwalk and Janata. So every time Mojo goes invis, he just has to pop out and give Anti-Mage a hit. He could actually kill him here. 130 HP. He's going to go for it. He's going to get it very easily. No. Maris. Shockwave. Nope. Went right in with the skewer. Shockwave would have done it too. Things are not looking good for the Radiant. And it all does boil down to that tri-lane top just not working out at all. We're going to get decent harass from Salient here on the Phantom Lancer, who doesn't have a lot of HP. Alright, we have Nyx going top. Nyx, as always, can make a lot of changes. If he can get a gank on this PL, that would be huge. Unfortunately, they have nothing to show him if he uses his Doppelwalk, so they're just going to basically be hanging around. The Dire has a ward, so they know he's here. They're saying go on the Lena. Vendetta's about to run out, so he's going to get shown. This is a failed gank. Now they're all just going to hang around, and I think they're going to be able to turn this around. we have 4 top. We have just a one-on-one with the anti-mage bot. The anti-mage has died 3 times. Anti-mage, one of those heroes who needs lots of farm. Mojo just missing out on 2 last hits there for no reason, just walking around. Pay attention for an engagement top. Not a whole lot on the Windrunner. Find it kind of surprising she's not going for a quick Basilius, just so she can use her abilities a little more often. They're hoping that the Radiant have some wards down. Let me ask for a pause. I'm going to take this pause to go get some water. Not a lot of interesting things going on right now. The tri-lane on top for the Radiant really did just mess up a lot of their game. The anti-mage has a lot of catching up to do, but if the Phantom Lancer does not go Radiance, of course, he's going to be a great flash farmer. Much more so than the Phantom Lancer. Hey, Marty. Okay. Still paused. Just talking with some people who are in the game now. Alright, looks like they're about to unpause. Okay, and we're back. Disruptions, not doing much. I really think Hero Mode's Shadow Demon play is a little iffy. I usually do not take 2 points in disruption. It does lower the cooldown, but other than that, it doesn't do a ton. I think maxing Soul Catcher and getting some points in Poison is better, especially because you can hit poisoned units while they're disrupted. Much like Outworld Devourer, all of Shadow Demon's abilities work while someone's disrupted. We got some action on the bottom. Mojo, just being Bounty Hunter, being annoying in lane. No sentries, nothing. We got pings coming out from Magnus. He wants to kill these guys. Mojo doesn't even have enough for a track. Maris is going to... Oh! That was a great play by the Nyx. Don't know if anything's going to come of it because he has no mana. Trying to bottle up for a stun for something. Rubik's going to die anyway. Nyx going to get the Bounty Hunter. That's great play by him. Much needed kill on someone who was getting relatively free farm, even though if it doesn't really show it. A Bounty Hunter who with that much space should have phase boots by now for sure. This ward's going to instantly be dewarded top. That's unfortunate. I don't agree with putting Sand King and Windrunner together. I would throw the Sand King bot lane with the anti-mage. He's going to need as much help as he can get. Sexy Steve does have a Ring of Health now, forced to buy his own Sentry Wards. Kind of sucks when you're playing carry. You're trying to get as much farm as you can, especially when you've had a rough game like this, a rough start like this, and he's going to have to go waste 150 gold on sentries. Not the most gold in the world, but the supports do have some money. They're not exactly broke. Phase boots up. First item on the Windrunner. Bit of an old build. I've been seeing a lot of... Oh, we got a kill up top. Sand King killed the Shadow Demon. As I mentioned, Shadow Demon has been out of position constantly. They saw him going for that ward. I'm not sure which way he came around for it. 200 gold for sentries, as I've been corrected by Tenkin. Thank you, Tenkin. As I told everyone, he's not actually watching, or he's not actually playing or commenting. He's just watching. Mojo not going for. Oh, he's just waiting for the wind run to run out. He's going to go for a hit on Sand King. I don't think he's going to get this kill. Going invis, but. Ah, the Phantom Lancer got him. That's what happened. Oh, Tenkin's writing in my chat. I guess I should actually be on my page. At the beginning of the game, people were complaining they didn't think these... Oh, Sexy Steve disconnects. Got another pause coming out. This game isn't looking great for the Radiant. I will say that Anti-Mage, if he continues to get decent farm, can cause a lot of problems for Phantom Lancer. These disconnects definitely aren't helping him, though. Ooh, this is what the new Twitch page looks like. For some reason, I can't log into chat. Be right back. People follow us. That's new. 2 people are watching now. Hello! Unless I count for one of them. I don't think so. Just gonna talk to Bane a little bit, see what's going on their team. A bunch of good players. They're just not seeming to sync up too well on the Radiant. Sexy Steve normally a pretty decent carry player. Bane's a fantastic Rubik. Things just don't seem to be meshing well, which is unfortunate. Anti-Mage is getting great last hits now. He's up to 30 at 11 minutes. Normally you want to be at around 50, 55, but the rough start he had, the 3 deaths are what's going to kill him. Alright, there's no one in their mid lane. Engagement top. Got the Lina. Things are looking up. Oh, nice shackle on the Shadow Demon. Not going to amount to much unless... great stun. Unfortunately, out of mana. He really needs to use a Spike Carapace. Little late on the Spike Carapace. If he had used that for the PL nuke, would have been much better, but still not the worst thing in the world. They got 2 kills for nothing. Granted, it was 4 of them up there, but there were 4 from the Radiant as well. Or there were 3 of them up there. 3 against 4 came out with 2 for nothing. That's fantastic. All the Radiant really needs is they really need Anti-Mage to just farm. A tower would help immensely with his farm. Curious if he's going to go for... Well, I know he's going to go for a Battle Fury. He absolutely needs to go for a Battle Fury right now. And anybody who's talking in the chat window, for some reason the chat window is not loading for me. I don't know why. It's actually really annoying. I don't know why it won't load. Twitch is acting weird. And kill on the Rubik bottom. Sorry I missed that. I was trying to fix my Twitch stuff. Sexy Steve should be blinking out of here. I don't know why he's just running. It's a bit silly. Alright. Mojo bottled up to full health. Sexy Steve really needs to get out of here. He knows that there's a bounty hunter around. Bounty hunter can, of course, see him there. He's going to go for a Shuri toss. This is going to be the death of Sexy Steve, I think. Unless he gets another blink. I think he's alright now. I think he's out of Shuriken range. Just out of Shuri range! Oh, wow! Shuri range is just... Wow, just outside of it. Track wore off, Sexy Steve blinked away. No TP scroll, so of course cannot get back to base. Kill top on Lena. Lena is going to be food for this Nyx Assassin. Lena has great int gain, which of course Mana Burn feeds off of. So Nyx can help out a lot if he just keeps going for these kills on her. So we got Mojo running around with his illusion. Bit cheeky, bit funny. Still trying to get fucking chat to load. That's annoying. Not sure why it's not. Sexy Steve almost to 1k gold. Mojo going for a kill on him, though. I think if he gets a combo off, he might actually take him out. Doesn't have enough for it, though. A single Janata strike will not kill him. It's going to be annoying, but it won't kill him. No sentries down. Oh! Level 1. Run. And that's a kill. That was unfortunate. There was a sentry ward. Doesn't have the largest range, but I think it should have spotted out that Lena. Not quick enough reflexes by Sexy Steve. Very unfortunate. Oh, looks like chat's up. Hooray, it's working. So chat, the one other person, 2 other people who are watching, feel free to correct anything I'm saying, because I can now see what you're typing. And I know my window control is not the best, my camera control, but I don't care. So, just watching the game, nothing really happening. Had a great tri lane from the Dire that really set up a lot of this game. Dagon's going to be up on Nyx in about 1k gold. Dagon a decent choice in this game. PL is a squishy hero, Bounty Hunter is squishy, Lena is squishy, Shadow Demon is squishy. PL is squishy until he gets his heart. Do we know what PL is going yet? Oh, he went Diffusal. He already has a Diffusal. This is the kind of farm you want on your carry. 3 kills, 4 assists, 67 last hits. This is very helpful. I imagine that he's going to be going for a heart now, just to tank up a bit. They really need to kill that Phantom Lancer. He's going to steamroll out of control once he gets that heart. They have no dust, sentries, anything from the Radiant. This is a mistake. And this is what I meant. These illusions can spawn more illusions of themselves. They don't last very long, nor does he have great attack speed yet. But when he does, it will be very dangerous. It's basically a free Manta every 15, 20 seconds. Anti-Mage gets kill on Magnus bot. Much needed. Mostly because of the haste rune. Going to go for a stun, gets it on 2. They just have to get out of there, though. TP is canceled. I assume that it was the Shadow Demon. It was interrupted. Great stun by... but there's a sentry. He's going to die. But it was a great stun by the Sand King. Very unfortunate. That sentry ward saw him out. Mojo just throwing out tracks, giving himself movement speed, giving himself everything he needs. Sexy Steve up to 1,500 gold. Needs to use it. Needs to get out of here and use his gold. Lena's level 8. She does not have enough mana for her ulti, but it is a 450 nuke. Sexy Steve only having 1 point in spell shield. He can get nuked down pretty easily with a Janata, a Shuri, and then Lena's ulti. So he needs to be very careful. We got Magnus looming. I would just... this is a time to get back. Another death here would be even more devastating than it has been all game. There comes the Shuri toss. He needs to blink away. Because Lena does now have enough for ulti, and she is looking. And there's the reverse polarity. This is going to be Sexy Steve's death. Unless he gets a great blink. He just needs to run. Just run. Just run. Lena's looking. She is more than happy to die, but get this kill. The range on Laguna Blade, also quite ridiculous. Sexy Steve not blinking away. That's a death on Sexy Steve. Lena killing a creep. Things are not
User
looking
left
great for
your
the Radiant.
channel.
The Windrunner doing what he can top. Not much. Went for a null talisman for some reason. Now going for a 4-staff. I don't see anyone on the Radiant building a mech. Mech is a great item on Windrunner, as everybody knows. I'm assuming this Ring of Regen is for a 4-staff. It could be for the headdress. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I don't agree with the null talisman choice. Not really needed. The phase boots do give decent damage. The null talisman gives some other stats, but again, rushing a mech would be much better. I mean, a null talisman is 480 gold. He would have a headdress already if he hadn't bought that. So a lot of action in this game. 7 to 15 at 20 minutes. There's a lot going on. Sand King is level 7. We haven't seen an epicenter at all yet. Ping is coming out top. They're going to need some TPs, but anti-mage, excuse me, just needs to stay bot farming. Lots of pings coming out. They really want people up there. I'm going to go back up there in a second. I just want to check out the anti-mage. He did manage to grab a claymore before he died. He's getting there. Slowly but surely he is getting there. Most anti-mages want to have their Battle Fury by now. There's a fight going on top. There was a kill. Is he going to go into his epicenter? He is. He's going to get it off because of the great stun. Bear Hug is going to go. Bear Hug needs to go down here. They got him. Triple kill top for a tower. Totally worth it. Great plays by the Radiant. Much needed kill on that Phantom Launcher. He is down for 30 seconds. Maris is coming down looking for the... Oh, Steve. Mistakes by the Anti-Mage. The Anti-Mage should have just run. But Skewer stolen by Bane. He's got nothing, though. He's going to go down. Great plays top, bad plays bottom. That was just unfortunate all around. The Anti-Mage just needs to blink away. Sexy Steve is being way too aggressive in his lane. Yes, they are focusing him. Being very aggressive. He has blink. He needs to be blinking away. Don't max mana break. Max your blink. It's a 5-second cooldown. He would get out of there with no problem. We got another disconnect from Sexy Steve. It could be possible that his internet is just not cooperating tonight. Very, very unfortunate plays. Man. I think there's some raging going on in the Radiant locker room. I would not be a happy camper. Anti-Mage is overstaying a decent amount, and it seems like every time he gets engaged upon, his internet connection drops out. Kind of sucks for him, but is dragging down his team. Well, I really don't have much else to talk about. I mean, my dog's not too happy with me. I'm not paying attention enough to him, so he's just lying in my bed looking at me. I feel kind of bad. I don't feel that bad, but I feel kind of bad. He's had a rough day. Woke up, got fed, went for a couple of walks, played. Rough day. Being a dog's rough. The Radiant needs to pressure some towers. That's what they need to do. Right now, they just need to get some map control. The Radiant or the Dire are just walking around, ganking everywhere. There are no wards up for the Radiant except for the solo Sentry ward that Sexy Steve, their carry, keeps buying. And with all the deaths he's had and the lack of farm he has, he should not be buying anything like that. TPing right back bottom, 170 gold. Very far from that Battle Fury. It's going to be a very long time before he gets it, at least another 7 to 8 minutes. Like I said, big plays top, killing Bear Hug was great. He does have 1,900 gold up already, though. I imagine he's going for Heart. He could go for a Radiance, not the greatest item in this game. And you usually want to get Radiance as your first big item if you're over Diffusal Blade, if that's the build you're going to go. Heart is usually... And then there's a big skewer going down on the Anti-Mage. Blinks back into tower range. Sexy Steve needs to be careful. He needs to blink again. He needs to get out of here. A skewer will kill him. And we got Blink up. Sexy Steve is being way too aggressive. He needs to get out of here. We've got the Bounty Hunter coming in, looking for a gank on Sexy Steve. Sexy Steve needs to blink away. He cannot just sit there. He is tracked, and that's going to be a Sherry Toss dead. Again, unfortunate, aggressive plays from the Anti-Mage. Not sure who Orpheus is going for. He's just kind of running around. He's looking for the bounty hunter, and a great play. He's gonna get the bounty hunter with his Dagon. Great play. But again, Anti-Mage just being too aggressive. And we had a death on Rubik there, but Rubik really does not have much. His death shouldn't be that surprising. Sand King way out of position, picked off very easily by Magnus. Nick's Assassin needs to run. He has nothing. He's going to die here. Oh, and a missed skewer. He's going to get away. That's fine. Llama needs to be very careful here. If she uses her ulti on Nick's Assassin and he spiked Carapaces, that's going to just reflect all that damage and stun her. Kegel saying it's worth it to get the Shadow Demon. It's not. Every kill they give away is just bad, and now we've got the bot lane pushing. Sexy Steve forced to walk back because probably TP was on cooldown, or he just did not want to spend any more money on it. And a lot of dancing. At least he got the last hit. I always love seeing those people dance and then miss the last hits, and then he missed 2 more, so maybe that dancing didn't really pay off. The Radiant or the Dire just shutting down this Anti-Mage, but the Anti-Mage also just making bad plays. He is a carry. He is very weak in the early game. He has no nukes. Mojo just tracking him the instant he gets down here. They're going to know everywhere he blinks, everywhere he goes. Game is not looking great for the Radiant. Their carry is not getting any farm. Looks like we got some people dancing around mid. This is something that happens a lot in games I play. Oh! And we're going to have a death on Llama. And a great Sand King. Oh, but he canceled the Epicenter. Nyx needs to run. Oh! Great stun by the Windrunner. Unfortunately, Nyx did not follow it up well. Oh, just needs one more hit! Salient diving far, disrupted. This is going to be a dead Nyx Assassin. Diving under tower, soaking up tower damage. Hero mode tossed up in the air. Bane, the Rubik, has a Shuri toss. It might kill him. It will kill him. Oh! Little too much HP, that magic wand. Bot tower does go down. Unfortunately killed by the Radiant, not killed by the Anti-Mage. Like I said, if he had gotten that last hit, he would have his broadsword. He's going to have it in a second anyway. Get into that Battle Fury. Another 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, depending on how fast he can farm. He is getting there. But the PL has just been in the jungle this whole time. Has Reaver up, getting very tanky now, 1300 HP. Something that Bear Hug could do, which he's not looking like he's doing. Oh, you can A-click camps with your illusions, send your illusions in. By the way, Centaurs and Ursas stomp and clap respectively whenever there are 3 or more people there. So if you're going to send things in, try to send only 1 or 2. Bear Hug could be farming this jungle much more efficiently by sending a few illusions in. Anti-Mage being tracked by the Bounty Hunter. He needs to get away. He's going to die here. Just bad plays by the Anti-Mage. Like Sexy Steve a lot, he's a good guy, but just playing very sloppily, allowing himself to get picked off. Mojo going for that Desolator. Oh, and a nice pick-off by Nyx Assassin. Unfortunately, Nyx Assassin does not have the track gold like Bounty Hunter gets, but every kill is a kill, and Bounty Hunter needed killing. This Nyx Assassin is getting pretty fat. He's getting pretty heavy. He's level 16 already, 26 minutes in. The other mid hero, the Magnus, is only level 14. I believe Nyx Assassin is the highest level on the map, except for maybe... Nope, the Phantom Lancer. Yes, Nyx Assassin, highest level on the map. I don't think Orchid would be a bad idea, but I think... Yeah, he is going to go Orchid. He's going to go Orchid. I actually really like that idea, that decision. Mana is always a problem for a Nyx Assassin. Should have popped his regen rune before he went in. But I think he's going to... Oh, and a great disruption probably just saved... Oh, no, he's going to get him anyway. This Nyx Assassin is just deadly. Oh, but he did not pop Spike Carapace there. That's going to cost him his life. Spike Carapace, probably one of the best, most overpowered spells in the game. And here comes the Phantom Lancer. Reaver complete. Almost has Heart about 500 gold away. As Tenkan is pointing out in chatting with me, yes, Orchid is a great item, but he cannot use it during his initiation. But great thing about Nyx Assassin is normally he attacks with Vendetta, then stuns right away, and he can use the Orchid right after he stuns and right before he uses Mana Burn. We've got an Invisible Bounty Hunter. No, nothing to show him though. No wards. Bane stealing Shadow Walk. Always a great ability. Mojo just kind of being a cheeky bastard, just hanging out. Deso complete. And the Orchid's a great item for the Nyx Assassin, not only because of the intelligence it gives, but because of the attack speed, and also when he's going after someone like Lena, like Shadow Demon, the two people he really wants to be food, or even the PL. The silence is just going to guarantee him a kill, and if he doesn't get it with his burst damage, the Orchid Pop is going to get him. Sexy Steve needs to blink away right now. Getting so close to that Battle Fury. Really cannot afford any more deaths. As Stenkin is very smartly pointing out, he is losing burst damage on the Orchid from having to use it after Vendetta. Still think it's worth it just because of all the other bonuses. Sexy Steve needs to get out of here. Needs to get out of here. He needs to blink away right now. But there's no wards on the Radiant at all. He's farming their jungle. He should not feel safe. A DD on the Bounty Hunter. He should not feel safe in the slightest. Nyx Assassin using Vendetta to get away here. It's alright. He can actually... He's level 16. At level 16, Vendetta lets you stay invisible until it's off cooldown. So the problem, as I mentioned, Anti-Mage really dragging his team down. Level 12, 98 last hits, 1-9-1. And the blame is a lot on him, but his team is also letting him down. Anti-Mage needs to be protected. He really can't do much in the early game. It's not the early game anymore, but for him it is. There are no wards up anywhere. There are no sentries anywhere. There's really nothing. Mojo, the Bounty Hunter, is just walking around with a double damage room, picking off low HP heroes. And I'm looking at Sand King. He has 2,000 gold. He's saving up for that Blink Dagger, but his team really needs wards. They need these items. Nyx Assassin, great. He has his Oblivion Staff for his Orchid. Is it really that worth it? Again, no Spike Carapace. Why is he not? There he goes. And a great reflection right there. Sexy Steve needs to get out of here. Gets him with the Dagon. Sexy Steve needs to get out of here. Great stun. I don't think Sexy Steve can actually take any of these guys out unless we get another stun by the Sand King. Nope, wrong way. Great stun. Sexy Steve needs to get out of here. Overextending. Being way too aggressive. He almost had his Battle Fury. He just threw it all away. This is aggressive anti-mage play for absolutely no reason. He just needed to keep farming. And you know what? It's even too late for the Battle Fury. I'm sure Phantom Lancer has his heart by now. He does have his heart by now. Going for what looks like he's going to be going for a Yasha. He's going to be going for a Manta style. Great item on Phantom Lancer. Personally, I like going Butterfly after this, but especially with a Shadow Demon who can just make those extra illusions for him. And this is what I meant by farming the jungle more efficiently. He's doing it now. Now that he has tankier illusions. His illusions will proc, and he can farm the jungle very quickly. And he doesn't even worry about the Ursa Clap or the Centaur Stomp anymore, because 1900 HP, who gives a shit? And Mojo just walking around picking off heroes. There is not much that you can do against a Bounty Hunter with a Desolator who looks like he's going crit now. He might be going Rapier. I've seen a lot of Bounty Hunters go Rapier early in the game. Janata's a guaranteed crit. Sexy Steve farming bot lane. There are no wards. He should not feel safe here at all. They're just going to roam down and gank him. This is a dead Bounty Hunter. Or a dead Anti-Mage. Skewer would have killed him there. He got away, though. He needs to go back to base and heal up. He does not have any type of HP regen except for that Ring of Health. He just needs to get out of here. Dire grouping up bot. Going to push that tower down with no problem. Phantom Lancer is going to push in the top lane. Phantom Lancer farming like a beast. 210 last hits compared to the 101 on the Anti-Mage. 2-1. Also, I believe there's only one death on the Phantom Lancer versus the 9 or 10 on the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage should not be defending here. He should be going to the mid lane and farming. There are 4 here, 1 top. They know where everybody is. He needs a safe lane to farm in. He needs to get out of here. He definitely should not be the first one marching in either. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what he's doing here. And yes, Anti-Mage needs to get a Battle Fury. It is the only response they will have to PL illusions. Orpheus gets picked off by Mojo. Oh, and a kill for the Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage needs to run now, though. This is actually a decent fight for the Radiant if they back up now. Bane might be overextending his welcome, but Reverse Polarity, he doesn't have enough mana for it. Phantom Lancer took the tower top. It was 4 on 5, but they did get 2 kills for 1. But Phantom Lancer's going to keep going. He hits for 154. His illusions do a lot of damage. Anti-Mage just needs to run. Why is he's staying because he thinks he's safe, and he is safe, but man, why is he needs to buy that Void Stone right now, but it's not safe to send his courier to the secret shop. But man, does he need that Void Stone. He needs that Battle Fury. He needs his team to turtle. Have seen one great epicenter out of Sand King. He has his Blink Dagger, so I'm expecting a lot. He bought some wards. Vision when you're behind is the best thing you could ever have. Anti-Mage just realizes he can't buy a Void Stone there. Needs to go to the Dire secret shop since his is way too far. Oh, wait. And the courier dies. Not the worst thing in the world. I didn't think he didn't buy the Void Stone yet, but Anti-Mage needs to blink here, walk over here, pick up his Void Stone, and then just blink out of there. Maybe even blink into Roche and just walk out. Walking through the river, never a good idea. He's going to walk into the Roche pit. It's a nice little trick you can do, but they know where he is. He needs to get that Void Stone. There it is, Battle Fury and Anti-Mage. 34-minute Battle Fury. Not the worst time I've ever seen. When I first started playing, I remember people thinking that a Battle Fury before 40 minutes was a great idea, but they know exactly where he is. He needs to get out of here. Grabs the regen rune, blinks right into a bunch of people, and there's a ward there. He should know that they're there. Nice, blink away. Very lucky. But Sexy Steve needs to run. He's gonna use his illusions, kind of try to distract them. They know their illusions. There are 2 of them together. But Battle Fury finally up on the Anti-Mage. Battle Fury and 1,000 gold. I really think this is a time where you go pub build. You go Vlad's Heart. He's way behind. He just needs Mojo picks off the bounty hunter picks off the Rubik. Anti-Mage is way behind. I think he needs to build a Vlad's. He needs to finish those treads, buy a Vlad's, Vlad's Heart, and just go for tank. Really the only thing he can do right now. You can substitute items later, but I also think that the Radiant needs a gem. Those PL illusions are so tanky. 20 armor on the Phantom Lancer with over 2k gold. Got his Yasha up. Not much they can do here. Bad idea to fortify this. They're not going to defend it. Why would they fortify? Now, there's no reason for the Dire not to just push forward. Good epicenter. It's going to not pick off Llama, unfortunately. But Sexy Steve's going to clean it up. And blink back. Great shackle. That fight worked out for the Radiant. Very surprising, but it worked out. Tengen, the other great thing about an Orchid on the Nyx is he can Vendetta and stun the Magnus and use his Orchid right after to totally prevent him from being able to use it. Couple that with a Dagon Blast and a Mana Burn. Not only is he not going to be able to use his Reverse Polarity, but he's going to pop from that Silence. He's going to pop from that Orchid. The biggest problem is this PL, though. Free farming. 4-1-4 with 275 last hit. And yes, he does take... That is their only team fight. Windrunner, you probably shouldn't be running there. That would have been very unlucky if that procced an illusion. Would have been a free kill. Salian just missing out on the... And I was right, it was a 4-staff. Going Sheep. Sheep, not the greatest item
joined your channel.
on against a Phantom Lancer. Unless you know which one's the real one, which they don't, because there's only 1 ward on the map. 2 wards on the map, sorry. Ancients and Rune. Not a single Sentry ward from the Radiant here. Big mistake against Phantom Lancer, because he's just going to Doppel walk away. Dust isn't going to be useful once he finishes his Manta, because he can just Manta out. His Manta's done. He can just Manta out of it, and we have a gem picked up, but I believe it's going to go on the Phantom Lancer. And PL's going to go in for Roche. Roche is not exactly easy for a Phantom Lancer because his illusions die the instant they attack it, if you can see that happening. He's going to need help.
I'm actually sort of interested in the fact that Phantom Lancer has his use of Tranquil Boots. I don't think he knows that Tranquil Boots aren't popped by Rosh. An interesting little fact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now he goes using them.
Yeah, he's
using them properly.
It's actually an error. Because if you read Tranquil Boots, they can be popped by Roshan. And Magnus, big ulti, but unfortunately, he does end up killing him, but unfortunately he did get Spike Carapist. This fight's going horribly for the Radiant. They need to get out. Bane's going to pop right here. Unfortunate disruption, but he's still going to die. There's not much he can do. He's going to stun all those illusions, though. A lot of heroes, a lot of illusions on the screen. Bounty Hunter picks up the Aegis. I'm sure they're not too happy about that. I'm sure they really want Phantom Lancer, but that's what Mojo does. He just takes what he wants.
Well, even then, though, maybe it was actually a precise team decision to not give it to Phantom Lancer. I mean, there's better people than Bounty Hunter, but at the same time, Phantom Lancer is not going to die anytime soon in a reasonable
Well,
era.
as I mentioned earlier, Animage needs to go pub build. He needs to build the Vlads, and he almost has his Vlads.
I wasn't here earlier. I just got here.
The Anti-Mage... Excuse me. Anti-Mage has been making mistakes all game.
Ah. Oh, his gold per minute really isn't all that sassy. With 10 deaths? Oh. It's very unlikely at this point in the game he's going to outcarry Phantom Lancer. Just getting towards that.
He needs to
dangerous
blink away.
40-minute
He
mark.
cannot take this... Wow. Wow.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. There's not much you can say about that. But bot tower is going to go down to this Phantom Lancer. Manta illusions, disruption illusions. This is a dead tower.
And Phantom Lancer's so tanky, right? Actually has a high chance of even being able to 4v1 their whole team without AM on the field. That's a scary
Phantom
thought.
Lancer could take out their whole team right now with absolutely no problem. Unless they find the right one instantly and lock him down, he's more than fine. And
And from
Spirit
looks of it,
Lance
they should
stolen.
know
Spirit
with that
Lance's
power
great ability to
shot.
steal. Oh, great pickup.
And Ocean's real.
Dusted. Oh, but a huge reverse polarity going to take out both players right there. Sand King and Nyx are going to go down. Nyx had a great roaming mid-game. 9, 6, and 11. Had 2 deaths very recently. But just not enough. And the mech from the Shadow Demon, they're just going to take this tower. This is going to be the end of the game. There is not much the Radiant can do to stop this Phantom Lancer.
And once it gets to this point in the game, it's with Magnus in the game, but thus they have an AM with a Divine. There's no way they can actually clearly pick out and kill.
I don't even think that would have done much.
Quick enough.
Divine Rapier on the Bounty Hunter, that's what I thought he was going to go. It's just a guaranteed crit. Also a bit of a troll build. He knows he hasn't died that often. That's why he picked up the Aegis. But it all falls on the shoulders of the Anti-Mage. He made a lot of mistakes throughout the game. A lot of mistakes. And getting soloed one-on-one against that Magnus mid is just another in a long line. He does not have anywhere near enough farm he needs to carry. Only 153 last hits, but 11 deaths. It's just ridiculous amount of deaths. And here he is farming Ancients. He's going to die here. He should die here. The Magnus can solo him.
I wasn't here for the whole game. Definitely for the drafting. It looks like the Radiant could have easily won the mid game if they just put more of their got more farm on AM for sure.
Well, they had a failed tri-lane top. They did Anti-Mage, Rubik, and Sand King against a PL, Lina, and Shadow Demon, which they didn't have the strongest tri-lane to begin with, and just got shut down really hard. And Sexy Steve went bot, was solo against a Bounty Hunter. Not a lane and Anti-Mage is usually going to win, but just, again, fed a lot of unnecessary deaths. He's having internet issues, but really no excuse for just sitting there and letting yourself die a couple of times. It's not as if they can't come back. They're only 1 racks down. They're 15 kills behind, but unfortunately a lot of those kills are on their Anti-Mage. And just one shot right there. 1100 crit.
Like, they more than definitely, if they want to come back, have to kill
they're
that
gonna
Bounty
get him?
Hunter and wipe a Nick. I mean, not wipe a Nick, wipe a Phantom Lancer. Oh, egg gets popped. Teammates coming in for support, maybe. Coming in from the river, going to be too late, probably, though. And any missing, though. Oh.
Not much they can do here. DD on Mojo. With that,
A DD Divine.
now, if Nyx had actually gotten to spike Carapace off, that would have popped Mojo right there.
And even without that, though, if they didn't seeing a much simpler tactic, they could have.
I don't
killed
think Spike
before.
Carapace was
Teammates
up.
came for support.
Phantom Lancer's pushing bot. Bear Hug has regular boots. Or, he got boots of travel now. He upgraded, sorry. Going for crit.
Good decisions all around by him. He had Tranquils, got rid of him. Everything's going pretty smoothly. For
Big
Fifth
epicenter
Lancer.
on nothing. This is a good game right here. Radiant really didn't have any big team fight heroes except for that Sand King epicenter. Sand King did not get the levels he needed. AM did not get the farm he needed in that failed offensive tri-lane. If you're going to offensive tri-lane, you need to have really strong offensive tri-lane heroes. They just did not have them. Sand King, very mana dependent, not someone who can spam his spells out easily versus, say, a Shadow Demon or a Lina. And even with the Shadow Demon being very out of position a lot and just spamming his abilities, just not much you can do. Track finally stolen. This is going to be a dead... Mojo should die here. They're going to get him. Going to pick up the Divine, put it on Anti-Mage. Bad choice.
Going back to what you said, though, if they just replaced AM in that tri-lane with CK, it really could
User joined your channel.
Needs to blink away.
3 reliable stuns, then.
And yes, Sand King is very vulnerable when using his stun. He needs to get up in there using it. Just left him open for everything. Nyx might get away here. Needs to pop his arcanes. They might bring down the PL. They bring him down. This is huge. 76 seconds. I believe he has buyback, though. He does have buyback very easily. The anti-mage, I don't think he can solo him still, though. Maybe.
If they find the right one and CC it, they still have a
Oh, no,
chance.
they killed him. They killed the Phantom Lancer. Everybody is down except the Magnus, and Steve is about to take him out. Anti-Mage is about to take him out.
2 hearts on Magnus. That is a very sad build.
As a
You should not have done
tanky Magnus. Sheepstick used. He's going to go down here. But this is a mistake. Why are they not pushing?
They could have
Lena's
easily gotten
back
the
up,
tower.
but this should be... Oh, Shadow Demon should pop here.
Oh, Shadow Demon to go into fire yourself versus an anti-mage with the Divine and a support from Windrunner if Windrunner wants to come up and help, except she does not at the moment.
Anti-Mage going for a BKB here.
And
Phantom
Sand King getting kicked off to die.
Great stun by Nyx, but unfortunately just had no backup.
And AM's actually pretty far off, no TP. They're gonna take this tower before AM even comes back if he wants
Oh,
to.
yeah. There's not much they can do here. The anti-mage just horrendously underperformed. He's going to die to Mega Creeps here. Unless he blinks away. He's going to die to Mega Creeps. They're going to give the kill to the Fan Lancer. I don't think he hit him once, though. This is GG.
You can't say that these fighters, though. They tried going through to the end. It's not calling GG.
Gotta love a Phantom Lancer. Diving the base.
God, doesn't
With,
even have
with
the
an
button-
army of
Why
illusions.
does he?
Just an army
That
of
was
hearted up
crazy.
illusions.
With Divine Rapier.
Ah, it's rough. Rough game all around. Alright, well, I'm going to stop broadcasting this for a second.